Yo, this is the best music disc.
That is pretty dope looking.
That, no, not look. Oh, you have the game sounds off. I'm playing the disc.
In your
Instead,
hand?
Yeah, it's pretty
no,
sick.
No,
well,
no,
No,
behind
it's
me.
right behind you. I'm on top of it.
Wow.
It's really good.
Yeah,
Most
this
of
is
these
really
discs kind
good.
of suck. I like this one.
Hmm.
Like I'm more involved than I thought it was. Also, I like Kay's idea of using. Kay, weren't you the purple steps?
what?
Weren't you the old purple seat?
Actually, I typically I always sat over here, where Austin is, but I figured it didn't really matter.
No, yeah.
No, but we have more step options now, so we could probably update these seats to ones we like more.
Yeah, we'll do that eventually. Do that off camera. No need to bring in the crews right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. Polished blackstone. Oh, polished blackstone brick stairs.
That song is really good.
It really is. I'm just surprised how involved it is. Dude, that was cool.
What happened?
Wait, where'd Red go?
I feel like this is the kind of music that Carl would have sex to.
Alright,
okay.
dude. Come on.
Now here's the question: does he keep rhythm with it?
Alright, I have my
Hard to-
seat, guys.
I don't like that one.
Ugh.
Did you just say
Polished
you have a
alright.
seat?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
have my
above
seat.
you. Oh god, you just got decapitated by yourself.
Alright, well, hello, everybody.
Red's Red.
Batman.
Doesn't have a good ring to it. I
Yeah,
really
no.
thought it would sound better.
No, it really doesn't. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
We're back.
Hey! We don't have this one yet, right? Okay.
We're finally
Boom,
back.
there we go.
This is, I think I said Hawkie Talkie number 27.
Some-
Look at the map.
11 billion.
We are back after a long break
Was
of
it a
things.
two-year gap, I think?
Two-year
Dude,
gap?
quarantine hit hard, dude.
No, it's cool.
No,
we,
No,
we went
Thanos
through a
snap,
time
man.
skip. We're all different
No,
people now. We went through 2 years of training.
The
We're all-
snap
Isn't-
happened. We just all came
No,
back. And
I
we had to
mean,
reorganize.
Look, dude, I mean,
First
Rad
snap.
and I were just in the hyperbolic time chamber getting
Yeah.
ready for this.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, no, my
Wow.
guild was protected by a magic spell. We just rematerialized lately.
Nice, dude.
I was on an epic quest.
I was
in
gonna-
order to see my true form.
I was gonna say it wasn't it wasn't of Sean's will that he was brought here. It
You
was
just
humans
put an
that summoned him
Ender
back.
Skull on the Ender Dragon.
Yeah.
I did. Let's
Oh,
see
you're
how
an
this
idiot.
looks. It looks.
It looks so stupid.
It
It
looks
looks.
it.
Waka
Yeah.
waka 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 waka.
So the
Ah, la,
That's fantastic.
yeah. So welcome to Hawkie Talkie number 27.
la. Okay, I can feel like normal view. It's too hard backwards.
Alongside Rad. Hello.
Hello.
Kay.
Going back to introducing themselves.
Yeah. Kay.
I had to make it.
No,
I
I'm
had to
just
make
I'm
it
just
dramatic.
doing introducees along with Rad, Kay,
Hi.
Oh, hold on, I got this.
Sean,
Oh shit.
Heyo.
and I'm Austin. So,
He's awesome.
yay! I don't gain experience because I'm in creative mode, so it doesn't matter.
No, but it's still fun. All right, guys. Ancient debris quest.
What?
That was ancient debris, apparently.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Ancient
that?
debris.
Huh.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
It's literally an egg for a.
It's
tur-
the
turtle.
emotes.
It's a turtle.
Oh,
egg.
it's turtle
There it
egg.
is. There's
But
the
it
wig.
literally is an egg. I thought it was like the spawner for them at first. I was gonna put a.
What?
Really didn't work. We can spawn wandering traders now. That's neat.
There we go.
So yeah, we're back.
Yes.
There it. Now I
Back
can
at it
wave.
again with the white vans.
Oh shit.
Whoa, Brad, what are you accusing us of with white bands there? I'm a little
I'm talking
concerned.
about wearing a dope ass pair of kicks, bro. I don't see what the
Yeah,
problem
what
is.
the heck?
Yeah,
for real.
not at all talking about the government abducting random citizens on the street.
Wait,
No,
what?
because we're not getting political.
That's right.
Yeah, this is
We're here
the
to talk
place for
about-
fun.
We're here to talk about
We
video
haven't?
games and things that interest us that aren't.
All right,
That.
politics. Turtle.
Someone get a
Podcast
boat.
turtle.
Someone get a boat. Don't beat
You
him
can
up.
use
Don't
Podcast
beat him
turtle.
up. Get a boat. Get a boat. Get a boat. Get a boat.
He's not gonna die. He'll be fine.
No, I'm saying get a boat.
Oh,
Turtle boat.
Oh,
Died.
you want me to do turtle boat?
Turtle boat.
Turtle boat. All right.
What?
Boat. Boat.
Crab
Boat.
battle.
Boat. 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 Boat.
What did you two do?
Boat. Boat.
All right, we should probably actually
Random
talk
things.
what
Rad's
the-
gone.
discuss
Rad,
topics.
Rad's gone.
There's,
We
I
lost
found
Rad.
another hole.
You
Brad,
are
stop
another
making
hole.
holes.
Boat.
Now, I didn't make the hole. I just happened to find it. Now I can't get back in because I don't remember where it was.
Come on, turtle.
Well, I don't think the turtle will get in a boat that's not in water.
You can still ride the boat.
He's on a boat.
Like, look, I can board the boat. There, I think. Oh, did you bunk away my boat, you dick?
Accidentally.
This is going great. You guys
This is
have the
what?
attention span of a squirrel.
I've been
This
saying.
I've always
we
had.
need to- I've been saying let's get started, or we're on leave.
Really? Because I was trying to do the sync for a whole 12 minutes.
He was.
Yeah, and
To be
took
fair.
forever.
That's fine. You got your dishes done. We can move on.
What?
All right, so it's been a hell of a 2 years. Everyone's
Yeah.
in some sort of containment. Apparently, Rad wastes the hyperbolic time chamber because he somehow walked out weaker than before.
Wow.
I'm not
Harsh,
really sure how it
dude.
happened.
So
Oh, what the-
unnecessary.
Oops. I got in the boat with the turtle by accident.
Turtle boat. Turtle boat.
He's actually on the boat. He's not
Yeah.
in the boat.
He's just hanging out.
Oh,
It's fine.
that's
Let him
weird.
live his life.
That's fine.
Any hoozles.
No, I didn't talk to you.
I think my game's broken.
I think your face is broken.
I mean, most of these.
Ah, for God's sakes.
Or maybe it's because this
All
world
right.
is so old. I don't know.
This world is very old.
Yeah, it's a 360 world.
But I was trying
Mhm.
to spawn a couple things and it wasn't working.
Oh, no, that's because I pulled you out of that mood. I revoked your privileges. That has nothing to do with the world.
Oh, what the heck?
I bumped you down to visitor.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the world on that one. That was me.
He was afraid you might try to
Wow.
spawn more things. His fear
Yeah.
was justified.
Kind of like the banner idea that Kay has going. So how about that Avengers movie? I mean, we've been through 2 Avengers since the last time we spoke.
I'm just gonna sit in the boat with the turtle.
Really?
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Oh shit.
There's
There was
been
none.
a ton of awesome stuff that's happened since the last time we've done this.
Yeah, lots of
Just
stuff. Like,
Rad just
Yeah,
goes
pretty much.
scooting into frame on the boat.
a lot of next gen was announced and
Yes.
thoroughly shown off.
Yeah. Halo Infinite was one of those.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say thoroughly shown off in regards to Halo Infinite, but next gen was definitely shown off in many regards.
True.
So, Austin, you're leading it this time, and you've got a list of things. Where would you like to start this off?
With the whole fact that Nintendo's cracking down on Dream Islands in Animal Crossing.
Cracking down on Dream Islands?
Hang on. I'm
This is-
sorry. This is on me. I put a new battery into my smoke detector, and it's still fucking beeping. Hang on.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, so while he's
I-
smoke detecting,
So can I have my spawn privileges back for 2 seconds?
why
No.
is there a boat next to you? No.
Is that please just for 2 seconds? I will kill everything I spawn.
No, definitely,
Somehow
definitely
that's
not.
not feeling.
We're
I'm
not
I'm not
even
feeling better
recording
about
right
that.
now.
It's definitely
He's
not make.
recording.
We are absolutely recording.
Oh well, we're
He's just
not
recording while
doing stuff.
We're doing a terrible start, man. You remember these days? Oof.
Come on, man. Let me live my life.
I don't give a crap about your life.
What? There's a sword stronger than the diamond sword now?
Yeah, netherite. We had this whole discussion about netherite. I see that this discussion keeps going in one red ear and out the other.
Yeah, pretty much.
Implying that he had.
An ear?
Another
Yeah, I
one.
know.
If he's making a smart ass comment, shoot him. I'll put him
Ah!
in survival and we can drop
Who
him.
spawned that cow? It's killing the turtle.
Whoa! Why did that thing kill the turtle? Yeah, I
Wow.
knew that was K.
So, I love how Kay gets spawn privileges, but Rad doesn't.
He's
That's
about to get
cool,
it
I
revoked.
guess. Whatever.
Rad also restored your privileges a while ago.
I don't know what you're
Oh.
talking about. I helped
Neat.
clean up the place.
I just
Why is
wanted
that
to see
a
what this...
baby horse?
Why is there a skeletal baby horse? Why is there a bee?
Why is there a
All right.
zombie horse?
Why is Rad small? Oh man, I automatically regret this greatly. Let me be honest.
Zombie.
The bees.
I don't know, I saw it in the list. There was a spawner for
The
a
parrots are
zombie,
nice.
a zombie
Yeah.
horse, and a
And
skeletal,
the skeletal horse.
So
Yeah.
I made... Oh,
The
God.
skeletal horse I've seen.
Rad found another
The
hole.
zombie horse I
I
did
found
not
another
know
hole.
about.
I don't know how it occurs. I think the skeletal horse occurs when struck by
Oh,
lightning.
shit.
Bye, Red. The Red found a hole, came back through the hole, fell back out
I was
the hole.
trying to find it because I lost it again. Leave me alone.
Foxes, which
Right.
I don't think foxes really serve any purpose yet, right?
Where is the
They eat
glass?
berries and they look adorable. I don't know what other
Why do I
purpose
want
you
them?
need.
Oh,
Purpose. I don't know
Like-
why it matters that
There
they
we
eat
go.
berries.
patched up that hole.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
No worries, man.
Um,
We have more pets now.
We had fun revoking Red's privileges.
Where'd the bee? Guys, where'd the bee go?
no, Sean.
No.
Porpoise.
Oh,
That's
the
just
bee's
me. I'm gonna
outside.
kill that thing.
I missed
Yeah, the bee attempts to go out. I like the birds. I think the birds would be a nice addition around here. I don't know why we have a fox.
Oh.
I
Even
told
horses.
you,
I know.
the fox doesn't need its own porpoise.
But what does it say, though?
And you're killing the dolphin because you left it out of the water too long.
Oh,
And it's
what?
dead.
That's a cool looking parrot.
All right, Rad, come back down so we can continue. Since we've had a podcast that we haven't actually talked
Yeah.
about yet. Stop spawning porpoises or I will take your privileges away.
We're getting sidetracked. Should we continue or restart?
This has been an interesting start for sure.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
more birds come from, Brad?
If we
No,
restart, I have to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If we restart, I have to resync.
I don't think you have to resync. We would just,
Huh.
when we post it, we would just cut here.
Nah, I think we're good with this beginning because it's a weird start. This is kind of how we are. Also,
I mean, that is
fireworks
true.
hurt birds, apparently.
Yes,
I don't
of course
know.
they
Rad's
do. It's
gonna have a shoulder cut.
explosions.
All I
Ah.
see is this mini skeletal horse giving Austin a blowjob.
It really is.
You know what?
CK, we can't restart now. Not with that comment.
Bye, asshole.
Oh,
You better fix that.
Did you kill my horse?
No.
Why'd you kill my horse?
no.
I don't know what you're
He's
talking
already
about.
down a
Dead.
hole. Yo, that fox and parrot are totally conspiring up there. They're definitely
they are.
trying to
Yep.
overthrow
They're-
somebody.
yeah,
The
they're-
uprising.
They're putting something together.
Hey,
over
Sean.
there.
Look, you have a pet too behind you.
Zombie
It's
horse.
actually on your shoulder. That's pretty cool. I didn't know they did that.
Yes.
Yeah, you feed
When
them
you
seeds,
when you
they get
befriend
friendly.
them,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you feed them seeds, they'll sit on your shoulder.
Okay, all right. So
I think you can have two.
So, what's
we've
topic number
digressed
one?
enough.
So yeah, back to
Well,
the
we
topic at
had
hand.
to-
The
we had to reintroduce people to us.
yeah.
Warp trap door?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Anything that you can make with
Could've
wood,
been
you can make with those because they're wood. They're just wood.
Sidetrack. It's like,
Yeah, these dream islands are
Sean,
basically just
look,
like
keys.
these dream islands are
Yeah.
basically just like ways that people can put things, like they can upload their islands to the Dream Suite. It's a thing where you upload your island to the internet, and that includes any like star trees or other hacks that you may happen to have active in your game. So that way people can just complete a bunch of shit really quickly, and Nintendo's now cracking down on them.
That's lame.
I'm assuming this is something to do with.
I've never
Crossing?
heard of it.
Yeah,
I've never
I
heard
heard of it. I know what Austin's talking about.
Yeah, like
but
with the newest update to the Dream Suite, it gives people the option to flag any islands with cheating or hacking.
Oh, which means that
And-
there's probably jerks out there who are like, oh,
Yup.
this person's cheating.
A dude made an entire video about reporting hacked islands.
Wow.
I mean, I can understand wanting to shut down hacking and cheating in your game.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I've really never.
But like
against it, 'cause
but like
it
they
ruins the
allow
fun of the
cheating though.
game.
They allow it. They let you time travel. Like
They don't consider time traveling to be cheating, though. I mean, I personally do, but many
Yeah.
people don't, and they don't want to take a stance on that. So,
I feel like it's
but
cheating.
actual hacking is far more cheating.
Yeah, I can agree
That's
with
true.
that.
Yeah.
Especially
You
if
had
it
those
was-
people who created those hacked Pokemon that would crash your game. That was fun.
Yeah.
Well, good thing I found out about it and told you guys not to do any fucking surprise trades at that time.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I was the one who said
It was
that.
one of
but
us.
yeah, all right.
I totally forgot that. I just haven't done surprise trades coincidentally. Thank goodness.
That's how I ended up with my my fully perfect IV'd Grookey.
That's how everyone I've ever surprise traded with has ended up with a Pidove.
Yeah. P-Dubs and
Sending out Pidoves with love.
Wingulls.
Yeah. so that, I mean, like, I guess that's a recent development. You didn't put that on your list, but I mean, like I said,
I just
I
saw
think
an
it's fine.
article about it. So
I think it's fine, in my opinion. They have a right to
I actually don't
control
even have
how
the Google Doc
people
up.
alter their games.
Oh. What is that?
Is it? As well? Oh my god, rats hoarding parrots.
Oh dear
What?
God.
What happened? Oh, they're
You were
both on
watching-
my shoulder now.
Yeah,
Heck
we're
yeah.
watching you with both parrots.
I have
He
friends.
doesn't realize that he's watermelon, so they're just slowly eating him away.
Oh,
That's okay.
absolutely. Absolutely.
That's okay.
I find it weird that he's okay with this.
So,
But
Hambo?
yeah, I don't have the Google Doc open.
Oh, that's fine.
That was your one job, sir.
You don't have it on your phone?
No, I didn't have
Bonus.
room for the app because my phone has small storage.
Okay.
What?
Well, you got on your list here. You wanted to talk about video game live action movies.
That was rad.
adaptations?
That's
Rad.
me.
Those were Rad's ideas.
Rad's ideas. Rad's
Yeah, I
ideas.
added them onto the thing.
Well,
What
I
ones
mean,
do you want to talk about?
I would like to talk about Uncharted. It's started filming, so they got their casting already done. Tom Holland as Nathan Drake.
Well, it's
I don't know
probably
about
like
that.
it's probably like the very beginning, like origins of like who he is and shit. So
I
they probably
really
needed
hope
someone to
so.
play a young Nate.
I really hope
Yeah.
so, because I've seen Nathan Drake. I've seen the Uncharted games, and he
Yeah.
doesn't look 12.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
I love Tom Holland, I do, but he looks like a literal child, and I don't see this. I just can't see him as Nathan Drake. Not, at least not the Nathan Drake we know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. When I saw that, I thought it was a little weird too, because I feel like he just doesn't fit.
I don't know. I'm excited. regardless of who is playing Nathan Drake, I would just love to see that movie.
But yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely, absolutely.
I personally would have liked Nathan Fillion after seeing that one that he did on YouTube.
Oh yeah, Nathan Fillion is like he looks like him. He looks like Nathan Drake.
And he kind of
He
sounds
looks
like him too.
Slightly fatter Nathan Drake, but that's something he
Whatever.
can fix. Dead air. Dead air.
I thought you were gonna say something because you said
Did I?
Yeah.
Is that something I
Yeah,
did?
you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to say something as well.
No, I had nothing else to say.
Or even Sean's input on this topic.
It was more of a
would
rhetorical.
be good. There's no such thing.
Sorry, but
There's
yeah.
no such-
There you
There
go.
we go.
Is Sean gonna say anything? I haven't.
Sorry,
heard Sean.
Jamie's been also coming in during this.
Oh,
I've
there
been
goes-
purposely
there
muting
goes
my
the
mic,
bee.
so I didn't interfere with you guys talking. So I was trying to be polite. That's why you haven't heard me.
So we have Sean here, but we don't really have Sean here.
Yeah.
You have Sean
Yeah.
here. I like Tom Holland for the choice for it.
He looks like a child, though. Like Nathan Drake is not a child.
Yeah.
He's playing younger version than Nathan Drake, though, so it's
That was
not
the
like
wrong
he's
button.
playing the older one.
Is he? But we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I was about to say, did they confirm that he's gonna be the younger one?
They haven't confirmed anything. Just that he's filming.
Why is there still dolphins on this thing?
I don't know what you're talking about. So
I'm about to revoke everyone's privileges. This is why I take everybody out of creative mode.
you're not paying attention, and if you don't pay attention, people spawn dolphins. All right.
Yeah, seriously.
I was being polite. Well, also, you guys were carrying that just fine without me. So
Really? Because there was
For one
so much
topic.
dead air in that.
There was
So
dead air.
much
Yeah.
Dead air.
Okay, I get it. I talk the most. That doesn't mean you need me to fill all the vacancies. Like, come on.
All right, come on.
on.
Since we're talking about Tom Holland, we should also talk about Spider-Man. How does everybody feel about the fact that Crystal Dynamics' Marvel Avengers game will feature Spider-Man as a playable character exclusively on PS4?
That's
I
lame,
did
but
not
at the
hear
same
that
time, I
announcement at
kind
all.
of get it
Yeah,
because
I
of the
actually
fact
did
that
not
the
know about that
Spider-Man
either.
game is a PS exclusive.
Which is
I don't
also
think
dumb.
that they needed to make him exclusive, though. I mean, it's Spider-Man. And it's a tied universe game, so I'm kind of surprised Marvel was willing to just up and leave him off the table. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
Spider-Man's clearly got plenty of PS4 fans. I mean, I even have it on PS4, and I barely play it. But I love the Spider-Man game. It's fantastic.
It
It
is
is,
an amazing game.
It is very good.
That's why I'm kind of surprised that they're, like, excluding the chance to get more Xbox fans with Spider-Man by exclusively putting a DLC character only on PlayStation. I get not
Yeah.
putting this, not forgetting that, not putting Spider-Man on there, but it also makes me mad at Insomniac that they're going back to PlayStation exclusives, because I really wish that Spider-Man was on Xbox too.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I mean,
totally agree.
it's not so much that they went back to. I mean, it does look like they're going back to PlayStation exclusives because they made the Marvel game exclusively on PlayStation, and now they're making Ratchet and Clank for PS5. But Ratchet and Clank has always been a PlayStation exclusive. I believe PlayStation actually
Yeah.
owns the
Yes.
Yeah.
I
IP
get
for
that
it.
one. That's not a problem.
Which again, Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man,
Yeah.
which would be why that happens like that.
That's a good point. I don't know why I hadn't thought about that, but they still needed Marvel's approval to do the game.
Yeah, well,
But
I mean, they
Marvel
need-
gave up on the games. That's why they were like, "Yeah, sure, somebody can make
Yeah.
a game," and they pretty much let Insomniac pick whatever superhero they thought they might like just to give it a shot. So no one really had high expectations for it.
Yeah, but then you
It
got
always works out
Insomniac. Insomniac, they're doing what they're being paid for right now, which is fine. But they're not giving up on all the consoles. Just no one else wants to pay them to do anything. They
I
very
know,
much
I
want to
want-
make Sunset Overdrive too, but Microsoft
know.
just meh.
I want
If Microsoft said that they want it made, Insomniac will make it. They want to do it, but they can't without Microsoft.
Yeah, it annoys me because, I mean, Sunset Overdrive wasn't like an amazing game, but it was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
seeing where going forward to make it more fun. It was different. That's what was kind of enjoyable about it. It's like how Saints Row, not always the
Oh, I
greatest game
love
series,
Saints
but
Row.
it's a ton of fun to play.
It
Saints
is.
Row being another Xbox exclusive that they just let slide.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was exclusive.
Yeah, and then they let it out.
Oh, that's what
Microsoft
you
has
meant.
a tendency to get good exclusives and then just let them go everywhere.
This is true.
Well, they haven't given up Alan Wake yet, but they also haven't done anything with Alan Wake yet either.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, they did give up Alan Wake. Alan Wake is now back in the hands of Remedy.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Remedy
no,
owns
that's true.
fully,
That is true.
100%. And that's because of that. It's on Steam now and Epic Store as well, I believe.
Which, I mean, if it puts the potential out there to finally get Alan Wake 2, I'm all for it. I don't care. I've been dying for a sequel to that game. That's still in my top 5 360 games that you must play.
I mean, if you're gonna we're
I
gonna bring
would
Remedy
definitely
into the
play it one day.
conversation, and getting sidetracked again here because why not? It goes fluidly. Remedy is the one making the story, the single player campaign story for the Xbox One Crossfire.
I
Crossfire
heard
release.
about that, but I wasn't really sure how I felt about that.
I mean,
Ah.
they showed the trailer at the July show on July 23rd, and it was it looked pretty cool. I mean, the game itself, I don't know anything about. It doesn't really appeal to me, but the single player looked pretty interesting. And if it's on Game Pass, I'll play it. I'll play anything on Game Pass, really.
You will.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? So that actually brings up to something I'd read earlier today, as a rumor, but as the thing is, it just also seems logical that Microsoft may likely completely give up Xbox Gold and just eliminate it entirely in favor of Ultimate and Game Pass.
Yes.
And
That's
the idea-
those
and
are
the
rumors
idea-
just going. They're perpetuating because Microsoft is currently not offering year cards anymore, but they are still offering
Yeah.
1 month cards and 3 month
3 month,
cards.
yeah.
But they think
I
they
believe
might
there are still
eliminate it
6
in
months
favor
as well
of just doing
out there.
the Ultimate Pass as the thing instead, because they would ultimately make more money off of that, and it also helps to promote the use of Game Pass.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Which
it's
I mean,
possible.
I was never a big thing of
We don't-
Game Pass at first. Now I really couldn't want to give it up. Like I switched to Ultimate when we got the chance, and I've been extending Ultimate.
At first, there wasn't
with
a
things
lot
ever
on
since.
it.
Yeah, same.
There just wasn't a lot on it at first. So while it was a cool idea, it wasn't really mind-boggling. Or they kept throwing more and more games, more AAA titles get thrown up to the point where, like, you're saving hundreds of dollars by having Game Pass, and you're at the point where you're stupid to not have it because or for Fallout 4, or
I'd still end up buying Red Dead,
Outer
but-
Worlds.
Yeah,
Sea
Outer
of
Worlds
Thieves,
was the
Gears
one.
5.
Honestly,
I mean,
I would have not.
Sea of
played the
Thieves
Gears
was the
series
one that
except I've had them
first got me
available.
in. The reason I got in with Sea of Thieves is because I wanted to play Sea of Thieves, but I didn't feel like it was a $60 game, and I wasn't going to throw $60 down on it.
Yeah.
So that's why I got Game Pass initially, and I was right. It's still a fun game, but it's not worth over 30. But it was fun, and it just Game Pass just continues to grow and grow in its worthlessness. I mean, they've got all the Kingdom Hearts up on there now,
Mhm.
which
Yeah.
is
Which is
After I
awesome.
bought them all too, which is where it kind of
Yeah.
cheeses me off. But still,
And they're putting all the
It's
they're
like
putting all the
two-
Final
I still haven't
Fantasies
played
on
them,
there.
Like 2 weeks after I
Yeah.
got them, I'm like, oh look, they're all. I purposely haven't, because I want to try Final Fantasy 7, and I think 9 I want to try as well, and I just
Yeah,
haven't bought them
Yeah.
because I know
9's
7's
on there
coming to
right
Game
now.
Pass, and 9's on there, and 7's coming. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait off because I still don't know if I would like a Final Fantasy, but I always want to give them a shot. I just wish 6 was also somehow available, because 7 and 6, those are the two that's always on the top list. I always wanted to actually try to really give it a fair shot.
if you like the turn-based games, if you can stand that, I personally love the turn-based RPGs, but a lot of
Same.
people don't. And if you can stand that, 6 and 7 are highly up there in the stories. and gameplay for Final Fantasy. 9 is also really good, but it's more kid-friendly than the other
is it?
ones. It's kind of on a cartoonish
I
looking
don't know if I've really
setup.
heard Final Fantasy described as kid-friendly before.
Which one?
Yeah, no, 9.
Never adult, but I mean kid-friendly is not typically a
It's
term.
I'm not calling
It's
it a
more-
kid game, but it is
Nine
more
is
kid
nine.
friendly.
9 is more tame compared to the rest.
Very, and it adopts a very cartoonish style, whereas
Mhm.
the other ones typically don't. If you don't like the turn-based one, you like more active combat. 12 is one of the best out there with in terms of story and active combat.
Yeah. 15 also has really good combat structure, and
It does.
Yeah.
Its story structure not so great. But its
the
combat structure.
the visuals for it are amazing too.
Oh, it is amazing, and the story is good. It's just the way that they deliver it to the player isn't always optimal.
Mm-hmm. It's the main problem that a lot of games have nowadays. Is they're not as gripping as they used to be, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's because nowadays they're
In
trying to
terms of the
push
Final
games as a
Fantasy?
service. Just in general, really. In my opinion, one of the best turn-based RPGs of like the last, I want to say like 20 years, I guess, would be on 360. Phenomenal.
I had that for free, and I've never
What game?
actually tried it.
Lost Odyssey.
Oh yeah,
The visuals were so
dude. It
well
was
done.
it was
like,
what, a
it goes
4-disc game on 360.
4-disc game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It goes from it goes seamlessly from cutscene to actual gameplay, to the point where like literally I didn't know I had control of the character and I was waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
The voice acting is phenomenal in English. It's almost unheard of for a Japanese RPG to have such good voice acting.
Yeah.
And the story was unique, and there was a lot of things that helped break up the feel of it. Also has what is considered one of the hardest bosses in gaming. Is the very first boss.
Yep.
Made several lists.
Yeah.
From popular YouTube places about first bosses that will just fuck your shit.
Yeah, it's usually
And it came
and it-
out. They
yeah,
demoed it, and they lost in the demo on at E3.
yeah.
Man.
That was my favorite part about it.
Yeah.
They were like, check out this awesome game, and they get like 5 minutes in.
Just give
They- It's like we're gonna show off the first shit pushed in.
Christmas.
But it's a really fun game. With
It is.
really gripping story.
I never really did anything more with that. Like, I know people liked it. It's always feels like it's sort of one-off ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the company that made it, they've made I think a total of like 3 games.
Something like that.
They made that exclusively on Xbox 360. Then they also made Blue something. It was a 3-disc game. It had the graphic artist from
Oh.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Blue Dragon, wasn't it?
Blue Dragon, yeah. That's
Or was it
They
Blaze
made
Blue?
that. No, Blue Dragon. They made that game.
Didn't
And
know it was
I
them.
heard
Yeah,
that was good.
I never
And
heard
then,
anyone playing
and
that
then they made
either.
like a DS game, I think.
I remember hearing about Blue Dragon. I never actually played it though.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I haven't played it either. I should probably get around. I hear good things about it.
Same.
Cause I played a bunch of the other like Toriyama art designed RPG games.
Same.
You're gonna have to lean forward a little bit there, buddy.
No, yeah, my bad. I was handling something. I was
Handling.
saying I played
Handling his stuff.
I was saying I played a bunch of the Toriyama art designed RPGs.
Same.
So like Like,
No.
like Chrono Trigger, Dragon Quest, all that kind of
Dragon
stuff.
Quest. Dragon Quest. Dragon
Love
Quest.
Dragon Quest. The one that
Same.
released on Switch is actually coming to
Yes.
Xbox and PlayStation.
Yep,
That's
at the end
what I
of
was gonna
the end of the year,
mention.
and at
Yeah.
and I think it's gonna be on Game Pass too.
Yeah, it is. I already
It's
have it.
Game Pass right
I have
off
it
the bat.
pre-installed.
I think I do too, actually. 'Cause I
I
want to play
I
it
want to
again.
do that. Something recently they just announced. I'm trying to remember what it was that you can pre-install. What's something that's about to come out on Game Pass?
I know
Trying
on
to
PC,
think.
Microsoft Flight Simulator is about to come out, so you can pre-install that.
No, it's
Yeah,
something I'll have to
that's
look.
true.
Oh, yeah.
Game Pass did just they dropped Yakuza
I
Kiwami
think.
2 recently.
Yeah, Yakuza Kiwami.
Whatever.
I have never played a
Whatever.
Yakuza game, but they always look interesting. I felt like there was a sudden drop off there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a drink, so you don't expect much comment from me until I get back in the room.
Oh, okay.
How dare you? But I've never played a Yakuza. They always seemed interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've never
I've
played them
me
either.
neither, and I really
It always
want
reminds
to.
me of like I also been wanting to play Sleeping Dogs. I've had that forever and a day. Since I
Sleeping
put on the
Dogs
wand.
is worth it. It is definitely worth it. It seems a little off when you start playing it, but you gotta. The best thing to consider when you start playing it is that it initially started out its development as True Crime Hong Kong.
Crime. Yeah. Which I heard actually plays
And,
like it plays well to it.
It does.
Like,
It does.
That worked as a
It-
good inspiration.
Yeah. And the story goes real well. The gameplay is real fun. The only thing I ever really didn't like that bothered me when I played it was when you got on and off motorcycles. They always just stayed straight up vertical.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing that
That's
ever
kinda-
bothered me.
Yeah. It's a little
Yeah.
weird.
It still makes it fun. At least you know it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Graphically
True.
though, I always thought it was really great. The rain, and you get down to like in the city at night when the rain hits and all the neon, it's something else.
I don't see anything about any extra stuff getting put up as available for pre-install.
Maybe we're thinking about the expansion to Outer Worlds.
Is that going to end up on Game Pass? I wasn't sure if DLC
I
would
don't
count.
know.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
know-
it would
I know-
be.
Some DLC counts. I mean, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you're going to get access to all Destiny 2 DLC, including the one coming up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was
Oh.
surprising.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll
I
actually play
did see that.
Destiny
That was
again. Shit.
surprising.
No, I actually just reinstalled it the other day.
Yep.
So-
That's
I gotta do so after this podcast is over. I'll
Game
do
Pass
that.
in September.
Hmm.
And that excites me because I was going to get Beyond Light, and now knowing that I don't have to pay for it really helps
Mm-hmm.
me want to do it.
Same here, because
Yeah.
We do need to get into the game though. While Sean now has more time, because it got Beyond Light got pushed back to November. We do need to get in before it does, so we can beat the main story with Sean and the first two DLCs before those worlds are removed from the game.
well, since Rad installed it as well, we would need to play with him too. So
Well, I
It
played
works.
through the first. I played through
Yeah.
the base game already.
yeah,
Someone else.
I
Just
played
I
through
just
the
never
base
played
game.
the DLC.
I played through the base game on 2 different characters already. I wanted to do it with a third one to get my Titan up there.
We
yeah.
all got
I've
together
done
at
it
one
with.
point to start, and then I don't think we did any. You, me, and Austin, Kay, and I don't think we ever got past like the very beginning because we just were.
We didn't.
I just remember us dicking around in the like hub area for a while.
Sounds like you.
You're a hobbit.
What do you mean? I
Uh,
did. I had no idea what to do. I was just waiting.
I look. I'm always down 100%. Anytime
nothing in there that I
you
was
shoot me a
interested in.
fucking text and say, "Hey, do you want to play Destiny 2?" and I will say, "Yes, now let's do this." Always.
I have to install it now.
I love the Destiny series, and I will always be down to play it. But I don't like playing it by myself.
Yeah, it's not
For
fun.
me, it's
by
not bad.
yourself.
It hasn't. See, I had to play the first one by myself. I mean, it's not falling
Yeah,
out of
but
favor
you're
with
also
me,
a
but
lone
it hasn't
wolf.
caught me as much as I was always hoping it would be. So maybe this one will
The
finally
second one doesn't
rope
catch as
me
much
in
as the
more.
first one did,
Really?
but
Because the
it is.
first one didn't catch me that much. I'm hoping the second one does.
Well, for me, the first one caught me real well, and I loved it. But then again, I also had constant groups for the first one, which I guess really helped me.
And Kay, did
And
you
the
have
second
time
one
to
I've always
explain to
done
people
by
why you
myself.
didn't have time?
I did. I love that they. I love that they cracked a joke on that in the second one.
I see Dragon Quest is pre-install available. Maybe that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it
what we were
might be.
literally
Yeah.
just
I
talking
mean,
about.
I already did.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was. I didn't realize that was on. I feel like there was something
want
else that's
more.
coming out more recently.
I want
though.
remasters. Dragon Quest VIII from the PS2 is one of my favorite Dragon
Same.
Quest games of all time, and
Yep.
I would love to play that through that again. Oh, so
I
good.
agree.
Oh,
I agree 110%. That's my favorite one as well.
I mean, we're also going to bring up RPGs that are amazing, but maybe not as mainstream as, say, like Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy. Star Ocean, Till the End of Time.
Mm-hmm.
Loved that game as well.
That one was really good.
Never actually played that one.
That was PS1.
And Till the End of Time was PS2.
Oh, I'm thinking of Silver Star Saga.
Yes. Yeah, so, Silver Star, that was a good game.
I know Panzer Dragoon Orta is on Game Pass right now as well.
Yes.
I
yes.
enjoyed the shit out of that game as a kid.
My friend's a huge Panzer Dragoon fan.
Also, another underrated
absolutely
RPG that I would love to see come to newer consoles is Legend of Dragoon.
Yes, yeah, with what the main guy's name was like Dine, I believe. One of the Legend of Dragoons.
I think so.
Yeah, like DYNE. I can't. It's been so long. Those were like.
That sounds like the dude that you fight in Final Fantasy VII is Barrett. Dine.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's from Legend of Dragoon.
I don't know for sure. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played it.
The Final Fantasies have crossover characters with other games. I've noticed sometimes.
Yeah, there's this one game that's a little popular. I've heard some people mention Kingdom Hearts. And there's some weird crossovers going on there.
Yeah, there's some fucking weird ones. The story gets real convoluted after the first one ends.
Yeah. Oh no, don't say
Convoluted's
it's
the
more so after the
understatement.
second one. Like the first two weren't bad. It's when you get past the second one that you're like, all right, I don't really get what's going on anymore.
And then the 15 in between them. That
Assuming you
show up
understood
later.
what was going on to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, I did, but I'm also just a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, so.
Yeah, no,
What?
no, it's good. It's a good game.
The one RPG I've been wanting to see a remake or finally a new sequel to. I mean, it's on PlayStation because I own 1 and 2 on PlayStation 4.
Oh, you're talking
Dark
about Dark Cloud?
Dark
Mhm.
Cloud.
I knew it. I knew you were
Love
talking about
to
Dark
see
Cloud.
it redone.
Anytime we
with
talk
some
about
nicer
RPGs, that's where
mechanics.
Sean always goes.
Yeah,
Right to
that's
Dark
like
Cloud.
one of his
That's
favorites.
not true.
Oh,
That is
Every
one of
time,
his favorites.
every
predominantly
That's the
true.
first-
every
that's-
time.
That's the
100%
first.
true.
You guys are talking about ones you liked before, and Dark Cloud was the first RPG I played as a kid.
Oh no,
So-
Dark Cloud was a good one. A
No,
lot
we're
of
just
my
just saying that
friends
every
always
time we
bring it
start
up.
talking about RPGs, you always end up bringing up Dark Cloud.
Because I have no
Yeah,
other
that's
I know.
RPGs for the most part.
I know.
have
I know.
few
Believe me.
RPGs. Fallout. I had the Fallout series. I played a little bit of Skyrim. Mass Effect, sort of. It's very minimal.
What is the fucking Breath of Fire 3? Oh,
Yeah,
I
Breath of
love
Fire
that
was a
game.
good series. What was the one?
There you go. Yeah.
No, I'm trying
Thank
to
you.
remember it. Chill.
The one.
Legend of Legaia.
Oh yeah.
That one was great.
I had a friend that was really into that thing. I never actually played it, but
I also was a huge fan of Secret of Mana or Secret of Evermore.
Yep.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's a top. That was a Dark Souls level difficulty game back. That was actually less on the RPG end, and that was more action based, but
Yeah.
fantastic game.
yeah, I've never actually played that either. What games have I
That
never
was Super Nintendo, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it was definitely a Super Nintendo, and it was so cool. All right, so
Not Battletoads. Maybe I was thinking Battletoads is pre-downloadable because that comes out this month.
yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, I haven't seen it on there at all.
No, it's coming out the Game Pass, but maybe it's not. I don't know if that's the one I was thinking of.
So I
Sorry,
see
thanks
that
for
you
mentioning things.
see you put a couple links in here. You let's see, you want to do a PS5 State of Play? Put that in the topics.
Brad?
Wait, what?
The PS5 State of Play?
That wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
I don't even know what it is.
All right, I'm gonna assume Mikey put that in there, so we'll
I was
talk
about
about
to
that on a
say.
later time that Mikey's
Yep.
coming in here. I'm gonna assume anything with links was something Mikey put in here then.
Let's see.
I think so.
What was? There's
I don't
definitely
wanna
something
bring up-
mentioned.
I don't want to bring up Mikey's topics without Mikey, so
Just
Well,
because we
I'll
have
just-
no idea what the
I'll
hell
just
they
I'll
are.
just say this: their one for August is rumored for the 6th.
So, a couple days.
Yeah, in 4 days' time
yes.
from the day
yes.
of this recording.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll hopefully get some more information there, but then also Xbox is doing another one late August as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors floating around that apparently one of the things that they are going to be talking about at the PS5 State of Play this month is a sequel to 2019's God of War.
That would be interesting. That would be very
so
interesting. It would be nice to add some more games to Sony's exclusive list that aren't also going to eventually go to Xbox.
Yeah, right.
Not that I want the exclusives, but you know, companies like to look good.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
So-
I don't know.
All right then. So we got that showing up. So we'll probably have to cover that next time then.
Yeah.
What is this? Somebody put Death Ground in here? I don't know what that is.
It's a place where you die on the ground.
Yeah.
Death
I don't know
Ground.
either.
These are probably Mikey topics. I mean,
Okay, we're gonna switch that then. Okay.
no, we'll look it
Cookie
up. We'll
fun.
look
I'm
it up.
gonna
We'll look it up.
go down to these things that don't have any links attached to them.
Death Ground
So
game.
we've got
It
like
is a
4
dinosaur survival horror game being
Hello.
developed by Jaw Drop Games. It's coming to PC.
Who is Jaw Drop Games?
Don't know. Let's find out.
Let's see.
Jaw
There's
drop.
the. So I did confirm the Overcooked All You Can Eat edition is only next gen.
Yes,
It,
yes.
it is not a one, which is a shame because it does sound fantastic, and I would read reducing achievements in that quite a bit. We've done almost the entire game.
Oh,
It's
they've
group
made
at this point.
they made Cube and Cube 2, Hue, Mortarmelon, Waterworks.
I have both Cube
And
games.
now-
Still have not played them.
The games that they're
Cube
working
Cube-
on
Cube
now
Cube's good.
are one is called Gun Jam, which is
Okay.
a
Is that like a gun
it's
that
an-
jams or a
it's-
dancing gun?
it's an original rhythm first-person shooter.
So a dancing gun. Got it.
Rhythm shooter.
Yeah. I guess like
I actually
super
heard
hot
about
but with
that.
music.
Yeah, I actually heard about that. It looks
Super.
interesting.
And Death Ground is
Okay,
a
so
solo
that-
and co-op
it's not gonna
survival
have-
horror game that throws players into a desperate battle for survival against deadly AI dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Oh, I know
Dinosaurus.
Dinosaurus or X?
Dinosaurus.
Dinos. DNA. Also, to
Really?
complete a point from earlier, I found the article that I was looking for. It was, in that article, said that you could pre-install Battletoads. So Battletoads was the one I was thinking of. but
Oh,
I
then I'll
don't
have to
see it in the
pre-install that as well
pre-installs.
since it comes out this
Well,
month.
I didn't see it in here as well, but that was the one I was thinking of.
Right.
Oh shit! Devil May Cry 5 is leaving Game Pass this month.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right. That's right.
shit.
Kingdom
not
Come
right.
Deliverance too.
That's
Right
not what I
on
want
that
to
one?
talk about. I forgot to talk about this in chat with you guys earlier, so I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but now's the perfect time to bring this up now, especially with you here, Sean. In case you do not know, Turtle Rock Studios did announce that they are making a new game.
Yes, I
Um,
heard that.
Going back to their zombie roots
Hmm.
with Back for Blood.
It is as hardcore. Feels like they're making their own spin, their own
Left 4
copy
Dead
games,
spinoff.
their own IP. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like when you hear all those games that just copy the formula of other games, and you see what they're doing, and then you see even the title. It's like, wow, this does seem just like the knockoff Left 4 Dead. I'm hoping it's better than that, of course,
But
but
they created
it's-
Left 4 Dead, so it
I
can't
know.
really be a knockoff.
I know, but that's what
Yeah.
makes it funny is that it sounds like if any other studio had done it, it sounds like such a cheap attempt to
No, yeah.
knock off Left 4 Dead. Even the
Well,
name
it's
is too
it's because of
reminiscent.
one
like the
thing
people-
simply. Gabe Newell doesn't do third games in a series, so
No.
someone else had to take up the mantle
No.
and do it.
But it would be like those people who come out and try to say that the Wasteland series 1, 2, and 3 are just knockoffs of the original Fallout, made by the same people who made the original Fallout game.
Yeah,
Right, Outer Worlds is a knockoff.
from the
Fake
same
version
people
of,
that made
Fallout.
Fallout New Vegas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
okay with it because the original developers knocking off their own game, it tends to be, in my opinion, they tend to be pretty good.
exactly.
So I'm okay with it. But again, it's one of those ones that, yeah, if anybody else had announced that, you would have immediately disregarded like wow, that's just like
Oh,
a
yeah.
lame knockoff. The name felt like a lazy tie-in to it as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
I'll
I do
absolutely
love though that
wanna try
Microsoft
it.
has bought so many studios up that so many indie studios that they literally now have everybody who was involved in the creation of the original and development of the original Fallout games under Microsoft Studios.
Yeah.
They're granted they're spread across a couple different companies. They are all there now.
Really?
Yeah, Obsidian.
Obsidian has a few
Obsidian,
of the
yeah.
original members. In Exile is the actual creator.
Yeah,
So I knew Obsidian, I knew the other one. So
And there's
I'm
another
looking through the
company
app
out
and I
there that
can't
has a
find
few people.
Battletoads.
You're Battletoad.
I'm really excited for that because I've played the crap out of the arcade one. The
I'm
original
excited too.
one
I loved it.
sucked. The original one was a pain in the ass. I don't say
Yeah.
sucked isn't bad, but pain in the ass. But with the rewind from Rare Replay, it's far more palatable.
well, yeah,
To be
because you
able to
can.
enjoy. Cause there's so many good things in the game.
Pussy.
That's
Pussy.
yo. Have you done the bike part? Because I got to that point. Playing
I mean,
the
when I was a
original, and
child, yeah.
it's terrible. There's so many good things in the game past that one segment that you'll be stuck on forever due to that. So
Oh, I'm about
listen,
to install the
there is an
torrents to your
achievement.
hard drive.
There's an I already have the torrents downloaded, so haha.
Ah,
I
fuck.
thought it looked interesting. You keep trying to download my drive, and I keep having them already. Did you ever download Crosscode? Because I think you would like that. It's very Zelda-esque.
No, I haven't. Actually, let me go tap
Yeah, I
that
still
now,
have to check
actually.
that out. I was the one that told
I played
Sean
the opening.
about
It was
it.
pretty good.
That
Yeah,
game
right, I
Neon
played the
Abyss
opening,
looks
it was
pretty good.
I have Neon Abyss installed. It does look really good. The controls are a little
Wonky.
stiff. I want to say stiff. It's not like as good as say like Enter the Gungeon or
Yeah.
stuff like that. They're a little stiffer.
Oh, it plays like
but
Binding
it's
of
not
Isaac
terrible.
does. Like it's like a twin stick
Yeah.
shooter.
It's more of a 2D one. So I want to say more. It's gonna play a little bit more like a mix between
Like
Binding
Contra?
of Isaac and Contra. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. I like that. I'm all about
it's
that.
Just a little bit on the stiffer side.
I could probably find a way to work around it. I might just fucking add it on PC so that way it's a bit easier to deal with.
Yeah. Well, it's just I don't know. The controls are a little weird. But you have to do a lot of jumping and to avoid being shot. It's It's interesting, to say the least. I do enjoy it.
Cool. I mean, if anyone else has anything they want to talk about, if not, we
Trying to
can.
think.
If not, we can call
Have you
it.
been
Battle
watching
Tank.
the,
He
have you been
wants to
watching
talk
the
about
time
Battle Tank.
on all this, by the way?
Yeah, I'm
As
watching
what?
time. That's why I was saying if no one has anything else to talk about, we can wrap it up because it's been 56.5 minutes.
Oh,
With our
wow.
shenanigans at the beginning, too.
Well, with
Uh,
minus like
Sure,
8
this was
minutes.
something...
Well, I mean, I don't
well, we
know
don't need to
if
cut
you
that
guys
beginning
have
out.
seen it before. I just want to talk about it. It's the thing that excites me the most right now. Avowed.
Whoa.
I still haven't installed it yet. Oh wait, Avowed.
No,
It's coming out. Yeah.
Avowed. Yes, it's a next-gen exclusive for the Xbox Series X, made by
If you
Obsidian.
installed it now, Austin, I'd be impressed.
I honestly, at first, I thought he was talking about Absolver.
Oh, yeah.
I have not heard of this game, so what is this game?
yeah, I've never heard of this game either.
They showed it off. They showed a little teaser trailer for it at the show on the 23rd that Xbox did. Avowed is made by Obsidian. I'm hoping they're going to be using the same engine or an upgraded version of the engine from Outer Worlds. But it is a RPG set in the Pillars of Eternity universe that they have created. If you haven't played Pillars of Eternity, it plays like Baldur's Gate, but with a higher emphasis on fantasy, like high fantasy, high magic environments. And so they're doing that into an open world first person RPG. So it's essentially going to be Obsidian's Skyrim set in a much more magical based world.
Right.
They're saying it's going to be right now. They're saying it's 4 times the size of Skyrim, with a much more robust character creator than Outer Worlds.
I'm looking forward to that one. That's going to be a really good one.
I mean, what they showed, what they initially did show in the trailer was they showed the guy wielding magic in his left hand and holding a sword that was clearly runed, covered in glowing magical runes, in his right. And just the idea of having a high magic version of like Skyrim really does it for me. I loved Skyrim. I love the Elder Scrolls, but while they have magic, there's always a lot of disconnect from it in the Elder Scrolls games. Like things like armor and stuff tend to always be along more of the mundane. Even your horses are just still like horses.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking forward to a more emphasis on the fantasy in this. And again, if they use even if they use the same exact engine from Outer Worlds, we're looking at beautiful environments.
Yeah.
And the writing team that they do, they're going to put together a damn good story.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would have to say that aside from Hellblade 2 and Halo Infinite, that's like the one game I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, it's that one really is. It's the one that's got me the most excited. It's pulled me in the most. Hellblade 2 does look pretty good, but in terms of the secondary things, I'm either going to go with Everwild. Looks fantastic, and I love the art direction that's going into that. And the Medium.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a game that you can only do on next gen. It's the Medium's a game with this girl who can travel between her real world and like this nightmarish alternate version of the world, and the game actually renders both worlds at the exact same time. So you're technically always walking through both, and you have to like switch into the dream world to actually see them. It like seamlessly goes and swaps between them. I don't think you could do it in current gen without a loading.
I think I saw the trailer for that because that sounded familiar.
It looks phenomenal. They showed a lot more of it off at the Xbox showcase.
Yeah.
It's currently tagged as a timed exclusive, but they are one of the companies that stated that they're not currently developing any other consoles at the moment. That doesn't mean it won't change in the future, but as it stands, it is only an Xbox Series X game.
Sounds about right.
How does everybody feel about Halo Infinite? Austin and I are big Halo for 3Ks as well. Austin, you and I still need to go through and do Halo stuff eventually.
Yeah, we'll definitely
My
be
thing
getting that
about it
going.
is,
But I play through
I'm
every
not a-
single Halo at this point.
I'm not a big Halo fan. I never will tout myself as a big Halo fan. I play the games with my friends because I love my friends, and the games aren't terrible. But ultimately, the story doesn't really grip me in any way. So Halo Infinite to me was a meh when they initially announced it. But what they showed off, while graphically wasn't impressive, what they showed off gameplay-wise looked a hell of a lot of fun. And I'm actually more interested in it now than I was before.
I thought it graphically looked pretty nice, especially compared to a lot of it.
You didn't
they've always done
didn't
well with
watch
that.
the show. You didn't watch
I watched the show.
Okay, you watched
Yeah, I
the
did.
showcase. Then how did you not see the Avowed?
From being
No,
in
I
and out
watched
watching.
the trailer and the gameplay stuff with Halo. I didn't watch for everything.
Yeah, okay. Yes,
Also, I
you
don't
have to go
remember
watch.
all the ones I watched.
I watched. I mean, I'm sure the trailer probably looks better than.
No, I
Then
watched the gameplay that they did.
Yeah,
Because
I
then
know,
we led into the trailer afterwards.
but yes, but I'm sure that looks better than it did during the actual streaming.
Well, I mean, it's always going
When
to
you-
usually end up being the case.
Yeah,
Halo 5 looked fantastic.
probably.
I mean, it has flaws
But
in the
there
story
was-
was its biggest issue, but
there was a
and
lot of
appearance.
that looked blurry. The lighting
Oh,
was. There was actual
I'm not
texture
surprised.
pop in, which was
We've
surprising.
seen that
The
issue
texture
during
pop in was
normal
surprising.
E3 stuff before, too. Where, like, it's
Yeah.
a good game, but they're just having problems with the quality of deliverance.
It was
on this.
It was also an older build, they said, but they're taking things into effect. And again, I did.
They
show
do a
you
good
that
job graphically on those, so I'm not too worried.
it did look more pastel-y, but again, I think that's just a reduction of the lighting engine. Because as I showed you guys, some people took this a still image and they, they didn't take it from the image, they actually rendered it. But they took the in-game rendering that they saw and then they increased the lighting, and it shot so much extra detail into it without any extra work.
Yeah.
So it's possible that there could be more. But I wasn't impressed by what I saw there. But the gameplay looked super fun. To me, with the open worldness of it, it kind of feels like Destiny, the Halo edition.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, they're talking about the group that started Destiny, or started Halo, and moving into Destiny. So, I mean, those inspirations were there for Destiny to begin with. I remember when Destiny was coming out, and everyone to begin with, and it had aspects of it, but then they evolved to new things since then.
I mean, the one thing I didn't like is that they said that the story is going to be just Master Chief. They're not going to be throwing in any additional characters like they did with the Arbiter before.
Well,
which
their
leads
big
me
thing was about because of 5 with the dual story and people. It's not that the dual story was the problem. It was the story just didn't go the way people thought things were going from how it was presented. Like, we were okay with playing with Locke. Was a cool character, but we thought there was going to be more of a back and forth, like, controversy and fight between the two groups, and that because that's what the trailers presented, and that's not what the delivery was at all. Because I'm just fine with playing Locke, just like I'm fine with playing Arbiter. They're great characters. It's just it didn't deliver. 5 had great gameplay and graphics, and the idea was nice. It just didn't execute the story well. Was the drawback.
But the thing I got there is it feels to me like then we play like in a 4-player co-op together, which is how they've done it before. But I don't typically like that approach. I like the approach where we like from ODST where we reach a different character. Same with when you play Reach or Halo 3, where somebody's the Arbiter and 2 other people are just random elites. And I liked that approach. I don't like the approach where they just clone Master Chief multiple times. But it was what it is.
Right.
Just little details like that I bother, you know.
Either way, I'm definitely looking forward to
Alright.
it. Either way.
But I mean, I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm hoping this means that they are going to draw a conclusion now to at least this overall arch. It looks like they're actually trying to build up a more central villain, which is another thing that was kind of lacking from 5. And honestly, it was even lacking from 4, because you had an idea for a cool villain, but he ended up being a short, quick time event at the end of the game, and that was it. So you didn't end up fighting a cool villain at the end. And 5 practically lacked a good central villain. Again, you thought the whole story was going to central around Locke versus Master Chief, and that just doesn't really happen outside of one cutscene.
It doesn't.
No,
So,
of course
I
not.
think they're trying to actually build a villain for you to fight for once, which would be new for the series, because you don't really have central villains in Halo. So
That's true, but this one kind of looks like a cop-out so far.
it's early. I'm hoping it's not. You're absolutely right, though. It could be. We've seen it a dozen times before. I'm going to hold on to the hope that they've learned their lessons from this and that they have more planned. And we're seeing it doesn't seem like much because they're purposely holding it back. Because, I mean, maybe there's a lot more cool stuff to a story that plays in, and they're trying to prevent early spoilers on a lot of the ideas.
Yeah, I agree. Like Destiny 2 kind of did. I felt like Gaul was a bit of a cop-out. Though they tried to throw in a shit ton of backstory to Gaul to make him feel less like he was a cop-out angry villain and more like he had a purpose, or at least some semblance of a reasoning for why he was doing what he was doing to himself. So I don't feel like he was as bad as some games make it that kind of villain out to be. He was still essentially just a villain to be a villain, but they made it less so with the backstory they threw into him. It was, if it makes any sense, it's kind of understandable to a degree. And I'm just hoping that they go take that route with this angry ogre they've got.
I'm also holding on to the fact that I also think it could possibly be something that a bit of a letdown. I'm hoping not. I really am.
Yeah. I mean, like not every game is going to
I'm
be
not
able to
gonna
pull
blindly-
Andrew Ryan. So
Yeah, I'm not. I'm also. Yeah, but even then, Andrew Ryan is great and all, but there's still kind of everyone
The
always says the
battle
biggest
was
weakness of that game, though.
the
was
battle, the
after
end
that.
battle with him
Yeah,
was a cop out and a letdown. But the build up to who he was as a villain was masterpieceful. You know.
yeah. That's what I mean. Like you had a great game about that, and honestly, they just dropped the ball in that last sort of thing.
Yeah, they really did.
To begin with. So I mean, you have those type of opportunities to go. Like I said, it would be kind of neat in a Halo game to actually fight a boss. Would be a kind of a cool new introduction.
I did think that they said that they are going to have bosses in this one.
Which would be nice and new, because that's one of the biggest grievances. They've introduced boss-like characters, but then there's no actual boss stuff going on. Like the original trilogy worked really well because you weren't fighting a single entity; you were fighting an army. So not having bosses made sense to that. But these new ones have been trying to build that idea and just haven't done it. And we've been kind of like, you know what? We kind of would like to see how a boss fight would go with this. Like, I don't even remember the name of the guy from 4 at this point. I remember the librarian was his wife. I don't remember who he was.
I don't know.
And he was awesome, and you really thought it was building something cool. And then, just a quick time cutscene, it was like, oh, never mind. I thought him and I were going to get to duke this out. Like, he seemed like a guy who could be a bullet sponge to enjoy, like, battling and trying to avoid and hide from.
So now the question that I've got going on here, so far from what I've seen, is this takes place on a Halo ring. Now, it's a destroyed ring. Is it one of the rings that is it one of the ones that the Arbiter decommissioned? Or is this the one that you decommissioned in Halo 1?
One Halo 1 was destroyed. That one exploded at the end.
The one in Halo 1 you blew up.
Yeah.
Fully? Because this one's got a huge chunk of it missing, and it could have just been that.
No, this one, Halo 1 was definitely blown up. I feel like I remember seeing, like, in one of them, where Halo was destroyed and like a part of a Halo flew. Didn't like at one point a part of the Halo flew off and broke into another Halo? Because that's what it always keeps making me think of, and I feel like I saw that, but it's definitely not the first one though. The first one blows up because when it blows up, I think the secret ending for that, you see Guilty Spark fly away as it explodes, and you see that he survived it. I remember if that was the secret ending or the normal ending for it. But also, they did change stuff from 1. I mean, in 1, also maybe you can correct this. Wasn't the one where they had what's his name died fighting a brute?
Yeah.
Not a brute. One of the things that originally he died.
Was that on
but then
1
they
or
retconned
number
that in the
2?
sequel.
Who?
Number 2 ended with the cliffhanger, so it wasn't that one. But it wasn't one like they were fighting and then they like jokingly they like hug as they blow up.
That was the secret ending if you beat it on Elite.
Yeah, that was that one for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he's
which
alive.
obviously wasn't actual canon. Which was it was a bit weird. It's the only one that they've ever retconned the ending to for the secret ending.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I'm glad. I like that character. I didn't want him to die.
Oh, well,
I'm totally forgetting his name now.
Keith David's character?
Keith David?
Keys. No, Keith David was the Arbiter.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I'm just your old.
Keys, the male Keys.
Yeah. Commander Keys.
Well, there's a female. His daughter takes over after at one point. So that's why I'm saying specifically the male one. But she had an unfortunate death. I always felt bad that the way he died.
Okay. Well, I mean, so we got a broken Halo ring. So maybe it's one of the ones the Arbiter took down because there's already UNSC stuff on this island when you show up. On this Halo when you show up.
That's true.
So
I mean, but also we don't know. We don't also know where part of the story.
Well, the entire game's taking place on that ring. It's an open world game.
But I mean, it could have been that prior to arriving there, UNSC. It could be an Arbiter 1, then UNSC has dropped in trying to do missions there, and maybe Master Chief is called into the Halo because they're running into problems after they've already been there for a while.
I mean, from we saw from the demo, that's actually had the game. What we saw is how the game starts.
Is it actually the start?
Yeah. Like they start from they actually do the press start screen. It's the opening of the game.
That's right, because he's rescued. Because we saw the trailer beginning part before. He's found in space and rescued, which we still need the whole backstory as to how that game is starting. Because there's definitely something we're missing between those two. The lead between 5 and I'm going to call it 6 because I'm still kind of annoyed that they didn't call it 6. But
well, I'm annoyed that they called 4-4 that they called 5-5. Because I mean, they're a different story. The Halo series ended with 3, and Halo 4 and Halo 5 are the Reclaimer series, and they weren't supposed to be called Halo.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
literally
what
Miracle.
No, but it's literally what Bungie wanted. Bungie wanted to end the Master Chief is separates from Halo. The Halo series is supposed to continue on with the destruction of the Halo. The Arbiter was supposed to be the main character for Halo 4 and for Halo 5. Master Chief was getting his own series called the Reclaimer Saga. And we got the Reclaimer Saga in games, but they instead just rebranded him as Halo 4 and Halo 5.
Yeah, but Halo 5 Guardians.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why.
But
I don't know why they bothered.
It was still the Reclaimer Saga. It was absolutely still the Reclaimer Saga. And the fact that they didn't change the name to the Master Chief cut out the possibility of doing the Arbiter's games following him destroying Halos.
I mean, I still hold hope that maybe that might be something that
I'm hoping he'll show up
comes out down the line.
At the very least in Infinite.
I would assume he does. I mean, it makes sense for him to be there.
Maybe that will be something that comes out soon because as a separate game down the line, because they have already stated, and this makes zero sense to me, but they have stated that Halo Infinite is the next Halo game for the next 10 years. So they're just going to be updating this game throughout the years and not making a new Halo. Which means this is the only Halo game that is going to be on the Series X.
I am holding off on that because aside from maybe Destiny, we've seen that claimed by a lot of studios, and a lot of them after a year or two tops, topple out, go to do something different, and then launch sequel. I feel like a lot of studios have made this announcement. Very few have followed through. I think Destiny's one of the best examples who have.
Destiny's
really
following
is.
through with it now. They released Destiny 2,
Yeah.
which was proof that they weren't going to follow through with that. But now they're doing it, following through with it. But I think, honestly, what they should have done is release Destiny 3. Limitations of the Xbox One, Destiny 2 won't be able to fully do it, and that's why they have to remove worlds to continue on. I think if they had just waited till the Series X version to do that, they wouldn't have to remove worlds. They could just continually add.
That makes sense. But I think they were attempting to try and reclaim some face after going 2 to begin with.
Yeah, I'm still really mad that they don't let us. They still, to this day, don't let us edit our Guardians who we pulled over from Destiny 1, as if our hair doesn't grow and we can't ever get a fucking haircut.
Brad, we gotta get you in the Halo finally.
Yeah.
I've seen Brad
We
dancing.
just gotta get
He
Rad
hasn't had
and
much of
chatting.
it. Well, Halo's, I know, not one of his major series. Just like when you guys did some of your RPGs, there wasn't really much for me to say, and the one thing I bring up is the thing I always bring up, apparently, so...
Yeah.
That's why I don't
Yeah.
usually say much in RPGs.
Literally.
Listen, Dark
That's
Cloud's
not
still
necessarily
amazing.
a bad
It
thing
still
now.
holds up well.
No, it's not.
It does. It really does. Dark Cloud's a great series.
So, it would be... that's always why I love it. And Cave with the crossbow.
I'm
Yeah.
See
trying
what
to
you did,
kill
Austin?
those parrots.
You need to stop with that.
Apparently, I
don't think
can't
you
kill
if
them.
they're on his shoulder.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
you
Rad
think
grants
so.
him
And plus, we're all
invincibility.
in creative mode, so I think arrows don't work.
Nope, they work. I'm killing that
They work on-
zombie fucking
work on
horse
animals.
back there.
But I think
Oh.
Rad's giving an invincibility shield to those parrots.
Probably.
I think so too.
Because to hurt them would be to hurt Rad, and so it's now an extension to
Whoa,
him.
whoa, hey, Rad.
What?
Think about your actions.
What?
Think
Put down the
real
guns.
Clearly.
What are you guys aiming at?
Stop
Hold
the
on,
violence,
second.
increase the peace. Let's do this. Come on, boys.
Whoa, whoa,
Why has
whoa,
nobody
whoa,
made
whoa.
fun
Rad,
about my...
you think
Whoa!
about your actions
This-
before you
wait,
kill
whoa,
my...
Whoa.
Wait,
Dude,
okay,
you
wait a second, wait
fucking-
a second. This is not like the old days where we could just undo and not save. Remember this.
Yeah, like, come on. Rad, get
Also,
the hell back
nobody
down
commented my banner. I was literally constructing a banner this entire
I
podcast.
here.
I didn't know it was there.
I just didn't say anything because I was trying to focus on,
I
staying
think
on
it's
topic.
really dumb that when I highlight the banners, I can see the pigling thing, even though we don't have access to the pigling thing.
I'm not sure what you're
Talking
talking
about.
about. Piglin thing?
But yeah, when I mouse over the banner and it highlights, I can see the piglin icon. The banner stenciling for the pigling.
Oh, I don't see
No.
it.
One that kind
I
of
don't
looks
see
like the
it.
Twitch logo.
Nope, I don't see it.
Nope.
It might
Yeah,
be
I don't
because
see
I have
anything
the.
either.
Oh, do you have that texture
be-
pack on?
No, I have no texture pack on in here. It might be because I have the setup to where I highlight blocks instead of outlining them.
Oh, jeez.
I highlight blocks.
Why would you do
'Cause
that?
I can't stand that. I can't stand the
I don't like
outline.
I don't like the
highlight-
outline. I like the
I
highlight.
love the outline.
Yeah, I'm on highlight as well.
When I look
I
at the-
always
I like
end
the
up,
outline so I can actually see what the fuck kind of block it is that I'm working on.
No,
otherwise,
I have
like,
the one to highlight. The block I point at becomes brighter.
yeah, glows. Makes it so much easier
I
to know
don't
where
need
you're
that
aiming.
shit.
So much better.
Like it looks like if I look around this table, it looks like I'm watching Billie Jean and Michael Jackson.
Where-
Where he's like stepping
Right?
in and
Watermelon
lighting
boy,
up.
get over here.
Who just
I like
looked?
this new sword. It's also more evil.
That's
Rad,
the
enjoy that fish.
That's the netherite sword, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I think
Rad's
that's a
gonna
podcast,
definitely
boys.
eat the fish.
I think this might be.
I think
maybe.
that was a podcast. I think we just did a fucking show.
We did a
Yeah.
show with a lot of
Are-
designation towards
Stop.
Halo at the end.
Are
there.
we a bunch of middle-aged white men?
Yes. Well,
Um,
three of us
And
are.
it might, it
Technically,
might
we're
be a
not middle-aged
podcast then.
yet.
It
I
might
said,
be.
we're not technically middle aged yet.
Getting there. We're middling. We're definitely middling.
We're middling. What's considered middle
Yeah.
age now?
And Rad's not
I don't
technically
know, dude.
white.
They say 30 is the new 20, but I feel like I'm 50, so
I feel that.
It just went
I don't
off.
even know what's considered middle age at this point.
Middle age would be the age you are halfway through your life. So It may be middle-aged. We don't know when you're going to die.
You might be at the twilight end of your years for all you know. I mean, you could be dead next year.
That's why
You might be
Nice,
well past
absolutely.
years. You don't know. But no, middle age is typically the middle of what's considered the average current lifespan.
Which I believe is currently 85.
Is it? Damn, when did it get that high?
Sounds
People
like I'll
stopped
never
dying.
live that long.
I think it was medical.
Are you guys attempting to shoot the bee? Oh, you
I
did shoot
nailed
the
it
bee.
with the trident,
Yeah,
dude.
wait, I hit him once with an
Smoked it.
arrow, but
And then I
took too
smoked it
long
with a
to
trident.
reload. It did.
Oh, now I see you guys standing around with tridents.
Boon.
Oh, dear God.
Huh.
I have to clean up this
Alright.
room after you guys
Well-
every time.
Free
Yeah,
time.
that was definitely a
I do like that
podcast.
my neck
The
moves
splatter
around.
color room is because of you guys screwing around.
Look,
I mean,
dude, I don't want to hear it. I told you nothing
Yeah.
happened. Nothing ever happened.
This place has become increasingly more hideous as time goes by.
Yeah.
you know what? I'm appreciating it more. And it's kind of fun that way.
I like
It's
the
visually
podcast
more to see
studio
now.
I built in my stepwell.
Listen, this was a normal, presentable place, and we've just evolved it over time. If
It
we
was,
did your
it
place,
was.
your place is going to get changed over time as well.
Oh yeah.
I
It's a
should go back
dangerous
into
thing
my.
with these guys.
We should go back into my place and do some edits now that we can submerge blocks and we have all the new blocks too. We should see what
Yeah.
we can do.
Definitely. But yeah.
What the
So
hell?
that was a thing that we actually did. So
Yes,
that,
it
that
was.
was the thing we did in the place.
yeah.
Yes, it
Woo!
was.
It's
Yeah.
done.
Congratulations.
All right, welcome back.
Congratulations,
Welcome
boys. We are
back.
officially
Yeah.
back.
Back in
Maybe.
the saddle
I'm
again?
kidding.
Nah, just back at it.
Oh, hold on.
What are you
Hold
doing?
on. I got this.
What are you doing?
I got this.
What are you doing?
Sean, we're going to punch Sean in the dick.
Huh.
What in the world? How are you doing that?
Whoops.
Ah. They've added emotes to the game.
How do you do it though?
They did?
Yeah.
How
There
do
was a
you-
free one
emote?
during
How
the
do you
summer sale
emotes?
as well.
Oh, it's left on the D-pad.
Yeah, left on the D-pad.
Oh, I have
don't
nothing
have any.
equipped.
I have nothing
Yeah.
set, but I can't.
Oh.
Wood pop they added for the summer thing.
Alright,
You
we'll be
might
stuck
not
here playing
have-
around with this for like another 20 minutes if we keep going right now.
Cool.
So
Ah.
we better end this first. That was a cool emote. I know I got an emote pack from something and I forgot about it.
There you
Alright,
go.
I'm gonna wave. There you go.
I'm very happy of us. We did a good job,
Indeed.
and
we done good.
yeah,
Yeah.
we done did it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll
Indeed.
see you in the next one.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.